When I first met you at Fountainhead, you said something to me that really struck a chord. And mind you, it was after like a while of chatting with you that I didn't know your background. But we were talking about Miami and specifically about the cycle of development. And you said to me, don't worry, it'll change. And I drove home, I was like, I love that phrase because one, don't worry is literally people worry about change.
Because they don't know which way it's going.
Right.
It's going to go.
And that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
So,
Especially we've got machines in your room and people standing with scissors there waiting to cut and stuff.
so don't worry, it will change is basically a philosophy that you live by. And that goes for Miami as well. How do you feel about Miami? Where are we at? Where are we going?
Well, where I am, I can see all the people that arrive every day or every 2 days. They walk past on Collins. I don't know why they're on 13th Street and they walk. You can see what they're wearing. The age group, like for instance, like a few months ago, it was all fatties, huge girls. Now it's families, then there was these incredible, skinny, gorgeous young girls. Now it's families with babies, children, oh, incredible children.
You're loving all of it. You're just
Oh,
observing
it's like
all of it.
watching a film.
What are you sitting at your window like just
No, I've just
observing?
because I have to see what we weren't used to was the boys dressing. I mean, they're incredible. I mean, the sneakers, the backpacks, incredible stuff. And they're spending more money than the women.
I follow you on Instagram and everybody else should too, but I love how you just snap photos of everything that you think is cool, including all of the people that you just described. You think they're all so fantastic and you taking their photos. Is that a creative tip maybe to be observing and snapping photos?
Well, yes, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Deciding what you like?
No, it's automatically is okay in your brain when you're picking up the no, because once you start being too conscious of what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing that at all.
Too much thought.
I mean, I have to remind myself now, oh, you must take some pictures again, because it's like, so during Art Basel, I mean, God, my brain was going bonkers.
Were you doing events and stuff?
No, the artwork of how's the artwork going? Because the more you look at artwork now, which I find is that they don't know how to draw. It's all to do with splashing paint and getting your broom out and washing,
Why is that not good art?
Well, it's fine, but you don't want a whole 300 stands full of that crap. because behind it all, people need to know how to draw.
That's a requisite.
Yes, it's like going to school, and then you can start being cuckoo.
In the best sense.
Yes, yeah.
So if I'm just beginning,
Yeah,
do I first learn to start drawing and then I
Yes.
can be cuckoo?
yeah. No, I think it would help too.
What
Yeah.
am I going to draw?
What?
What should I draw?
Well, all these places that, well, you can draw these sticks and
Anything.
photographs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And just start drawing,
yeah,
even though it's going to suck.
yeah. Doesn't matter. You don't have to show it, do you?
No.
No.
And there's something about that process that
And
connects.
it gets better and better and better, and you get better and better at it. because you're looking at things that in a different depth. Especially with interiors and things. You don't because if you're doing interiors because you're
Hospitality, for instance.
yeah, exactly. Because I was doing that with Chris for about 10 years.
Well, yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
That you were here at such a pivotal time for Miami Beach, and it has come such a long way. How do you feel now? Because you
Well,
were
look what's happened now with the interiors. It's all Kardashians.
Mhm.
Old Jay-Z, what's his name? All these white. Come on.
boring.
Well, hello. It was fun for first one, but not now. I have a friend who used to work with me. She said, I'm working with people, with these women who wear stilettos to work. I said, well, that sums it up.
But what about like the energy of Miami? You love it. There's something
Yeah,
magical,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And despite where you feel the art might be going, is it that energy that keeps you living here?
I'm sorry.
Is it the energy of Miami and Miami Beach specifically that you
Tremendous.
thrive off of?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Especially the old bit, where I am, and the old, because all the new stuff the new buildings that they're building, and with all these amazing things like on the top there's
Right.
there's
All kinds of crazy amenities.
oh yes, and it's all empty.
Right.
Awful, isn't it? That's really scary. And it's all too high and too
Not original enough.
yeah, because people, what's wrong now is that look at the like Cher, and what's the girl that's just is going to marry the footballer?
Taylor Swift.
Yes. I mean, look at the crowds she's got. Crowds. I mean, beyond. They never used to have such fun. Even Madonna, excuse me, Madonna, I think you should go on a diet. I mean, she's packed. I know Madonna, for instance, could only go into a theatre that was 500 seats about a few years ago, because we were working down in Alfana down there, because they have a theatre. And I mean, no, she's got thousands of people.
Is it the scale that bothers you? Is it the lack of intimacy? The
Yes.
scale is what bothers you?
No, I think that people are desperate to get together because they can't. It's all after COVID. I mean, on Instagram, do you see all these crowds that are on Palestine and all that? Oh, God, it's so scary.
But the point I think that really resonates with me is in a digital world where everything is so fast,
Yeah.
and every business, frankly, is built to scale
Yeah.
to the moon,
Yeah.
we have lost a sense of
Yeah. That's why
connection.
they go to these crowded things.
Right, concerts.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be fantastic concerts. I mean, it's packed. Before it used to be like, what's the one in the desert? I can't remember the name of it. It used to be like certain years it was packed and other years it was nothing. Yeah. And what's so funny, because I have lots of people who work like, when the Chubbies were here, which I was taking pictures of, and I was stopped by people from London and everyone, what are you doing taking these pictures like that? I said, well, I'm not making it up. They're there with G-strings with a great, excuse me. What was I going to say about that? No, I can't remember. No, it's fascinating, and it moves so fast. I can't wait to go to London, and I'm frightened to go to London because it's awful. Apparently, it's really bad. The whole thing has gone dead.
What advice do you have for people who don't consider themselves to be creative?
Well, creative is just looking at what's going on, isn't it?
Paying more attention,
Yeah.
thinking
Just stop
about it.
thinking about you,
Right.
wear beige or something so it doesn't detract you.
And observe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
And the more you observe, I feel like the more you connect dots.
what?
The more you observe,
Tons.
it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that person is doing the same thing as that person.
Yeah, yeah. And say, like, here, on the way here, I mean, there are so many new places that were opened. What they're doing so wrong now is the windows are too high and they're putting very dark windows so you can't see what's going on inside. And there's lots of sort of new businesses, which is quite interesting. But, around the new hotel and everything.
You can't observe.
Yeah, you can't, you're frightened to go in, actually.
That they're intimidating. It's like, well, what's behind
Yes.
there? I don't want that.
Yeah, yeah.
So observe. More observation helps connect dots
Yes.
and helps form creativity,
Yes.
creative ideas.
Oh, God, yes.
So I guess another way to do that would be to step out of your bubble, step out of wherever you happen to know everything and everybody, and go somewhere new and observe.
Yes, but there's certain places are like, I mean, you could go and have a marvelous time in India visually. Do you know what I mean? Visually, because that sort of thing is going. But Miami is just like unbelievable.
You love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what else is going to happen? Even now, if you watch, I'm into these Instagrams now about the babies. What they've
I'm
got.
starting to get concerned that you're on Instagram too much, like some
Well,
of my
no,
teenager
because
friends.
there isn't enough on there.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say there isn't enough on Instagram.
Because you get certain hours, for instance, it's all to do with babies now who are dressed great and they're all doing something and they're all talking and, they're being interviewed like grown-ups. Have you not seen that?
Oh, yeah, I've seen like moms who will put their infants or their young children on and they're funny or whatever.
Yes, yeah. But that's very strong. I mean,
Do you like those?
what?
Do you like
Well,
them?
no, but it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that they're being. I think the babies are frightened because I don't know what the next stage is for them. It's putting too much on there. Because I know, a friend of mine's got a 3-year-old, and he brought him in, and I went and I bought some. When the big companies that did toys, Toys R Us, they closed, they went bankrupt, and so bought some stuffy little toys from Japan or somewhere that didn't cost very much, and this little thing comes, and he's got. It's not a phone; it's an iPad. And I give him the toys. He doesn't know what to do with them. The 3-dimensional thing.
Right.
Absolutely. Puts it aside. And I thought, this is funny. And then he goes up to the window of the balcony and puts his hand on it. That's all he's interested in. On his iPad and that.
One of my friend Molly, her son went to swipe the window of the car.
Yes.
Complete,
Yes.
not familiar with another world.
Yes.
That's his way he opens things.
Oh, it's amazing. That's so scary, because that, especially now with that AI, I want to know more about it. It's so weak, the whole thing. I don't know.
The scary thing about AI is that even the leaders, even the biggest innovators in that space, don't know what
Yeah,
is going to happen. It's
Yeah.
completely unpredicted.
yeah. But some of it is so boring and dull. And is this AI? Really? Is this what we're frightened of? Because people just don't know how to use it. Then there's going to be some little guy that's going to pop up who's 12, who knows all about it.
And he will take your job.
I want to be there before he turns up. Oh, that's really interesting.
Barbara, this has been amazing.
Oh, good.
And you are so original in your opinions and your thoughts and your style, and convicted, like confident in that. And I find that very inspiring. And I think a lot of other people look up to that. And even when you say some stuff that might ruffle people's feathers, that's your style.
Yeah.
And it was really neat to
Oh,
be able to
really?
learn more.
Well, I think it's so interesting now. It's frightening, but it's very interesting, because you're dealing with, well, because I'm interested in young people. I'm not interested in old people. They're in horror, what's going on.
Well, if you need any younger person
Yeah.
input, I'm at your disposal. Yeah. I can't say I've got the fashion sense, but I'm working on it.
No, I thought that you're perfect.
You think?
Oh, that and that.
These are recycled shoes.
Are they?
From Brazil, yes, Cariúma. And these pants and this shirt are from a designer downtown who also makes all the clothing out of recycled stuff. And I bought the pants yesterday, and I said I have an interview with someone who's very established in the world of fashion. So I need like some pants that I feel really good in. And we settled on these. So I'm so glad that you said that.
It's very important that to find. I thought, how did you do it? Online or something?
No, I do everything in person.
Yeah. So there's a shop.
Yes.
There's a shop.
Yes.
What, in the design district?
Yes, it's called OFY. Oh, fuck yeah.
In the design district.
In Wynwood.
Oh, Wynwood.
I'll take you there someday.
Yeah. I'd like to. I just find it so muddling, Wynwood, now, because every time you go in, there's a new building, and they've taken all the artwork down, and there's another taco place.
Don't worry. It, too, will change.
The what?
It will change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. That was awesome. Are we going to do a right or left or maybe both?
Join our creative business community at HereGoesNothin.com.